A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people out there to my channel, the Twinflame Union. And in this channeling session, I am going to be talking about, the title is Divine Masculine Wants to Pamper the Divine Feminine in the Best Way Possible. And this is a very beautiful channeling I received, and the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine both are in very healed energies, in very loving energies, and what I see is that they are traveling somewhere, they're out somewhere, and they are on work, but they have taken like some time off from work, and they're just seeing some places basically, and they are talking to one another, and they haven't talked with each other like this in a long time, because after they came back and after the union sort of happened, or the communication started, or the contact started, there was still some kind of air which was like, when you meet after a long time and you have been very close to one another, and when you had not met in the separation phase, you have these all these thoughts that when I meet the DF or the DM, this is what I'm going to do. Basically, it's the DM. But now that she has been in front of him on and off, he suddenly could not go up to her and say that, this was in my heart. So, and there are different cases. So this is one of those cases where I can see that the Divine Masculine is very happy to see her, and he's especially happy because he'd been wanting to go out with her and it was not working out the way he was thinking. And without doing anything, without any planning, without any effort that they made, it spontaneously happened. It so happened that they are in a setup where it's like a date. It is not exactly a date, but it is a date. And in my previous channeling, and this channeling came right after my previous channeling, where he asked her to go on a date with him, and she kind of says okay, and then that's one situation. And now they're in another situation, not the same DF, another couple. They are with each other in an unplanned date scenario. So he is very happy. He has a lot of gratitude towards God, and he is thinking that, wow, I have been wanting to take her out for some nice place, some sightseeing, or some, just hanging out with each other, spending time with each other. And it has suddenly happened without any planning, without any making any effort. It's almost like Divine Masculine has started believing in faith, because she already has so much faith. She has already worked on faith, and after all the final stages, they are back together. But the Divine Feminine is in her own she's in connection with the source, and if you have heard some of my previous channelings, she's feeling extreme love and extreme connection with the source. It's a very stable connection. She's very committed to the source. So she already knows about faith, and that faith is actually now being mirrored in the Divine Masculine's energy also. So out of faith, he just made a prayer to God that, please help me out in this situation. I really want to spend time with her and make it happen. And then he completely lets go. So the let go part and the surrender part is very important. I had made one more video, which was an information video, and I spoke about the key to twin flame union, in which I explained how important is the decision. But after the decision, another thing that's very important is letting go. It means that you have faith that I have made this decision, and the universe, God, my masters, they will make it happen. I don't have to bother thinking about it, and I don't have to especially worry about it. You can plan things, you can be hopeful, you can look for signs, you can look for synchronicities, but you don't have to worry. Worrying is a fear-based energy, and it's a total opposite energy of the God energy, the ascension energy. So what has happened? The Divine Masculine is telling the Divine Feminine that I can entertain you. And she said, oh, why do you want to entertain me? And he said, because I want to just make this relationship or the thing that we have, I want to make it beautiful, and I want this whole situation that we are in enjoyable for you. And she says, okay, like it's not really required. And he says, no, of course, I can make you feel really special. And she says, how would you, and how do you plan to do that? He's like, you know, wherever you walk, wherever you are, I will make you feel like it's all flowers and beautiful, and it's amazing. And she laughs at him, and she says, and okay, how would you do that? So he's like, I will bring the stars to your feet, I will bring the moon to your side, and I will, you know, like decorate this place with lot of flowers. It's like when you're having a conversation and you say, how can you make a person's emotions or day brighter? And then you come up with those ideas that I can bring flowers for you, I can sing a song for you, I can dance for you, I can do this, I can do that, I can cheer you up in many ways. And she's like, I'm already in a good mood, come on, you don't need to do all that. And he's like, no, of course I can do that. He's like, I can bring the fireflies for you. He's actually meaning it. And all these things, like, you know, when you're in love with someone, you want to say these things, you want to do these things, like go stargazing with them. And when you go stargazing, if there are fireflies around, it's so beautiful. Or when you're in a garden and you're in a place where there are many butterflies. So he's talking about the butterflies, the fireflies, he's talking about colors. And he's saying that I can bring all of these amazing things for you. And these are not like materialistic things. These are not the things that money can buy. So when he was earlier trying to get her to come on a date with him, he was trying to sort of show off, and he's like, we can go to this restaurant, that restaurant, we can do this, we can go shopping, I can buy this, that, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't really get impressed by him at all. So here he has changed that, and now he's talking about maybe she's a nature-loving person. She would love flowers, she would love the butterflies, she would love the fireflies, she would love the stars, and she would love the moon, and she would love the river, she would love a boat ride, so on and so forth. So he's become very creative and very like interesting actually. And he's saying, I can do anything for you. If you want, I can create a special place for you, which will only be for you and me, or just for you. If you don't want me also into it, that's all right. I will not be into it. But I can create this beautiful magical land for you, where you can just be, just enjoy, just look at the wonders, just look at the amazingness. And I can tell you stories, I can tell you fairy tales also if you want. I can do so many things to entertain you. I can cook a meal for you, I can bake a cake for you, I can tell you the stories of kings and queens and ministers and how they went from one place to another, how they created their kingdoms, and so many things, so many beautiful things I can do. So, but you just have to say yes to me. You just have to give a chance to me. It's like, I can do all of these wonderful things for you. You know, I can, literally I can, and I would love to, but just say yes to me. And if you say yes to me, yeah, okay, do it, I will do it. And the divine feminine doesn't say anything. She goes like, okay, we will see. So there are still some energies, there are still some little bit of trust issues that she has. But overall, if you look at the situation, she's kind of complacent. She accepts him in her surroundings because, or earlier, obviously, he was not in her surroundings at all, but now he is in her surroundings, and he is like even moving out with her, going out with her to different places. And like I said, that this is not a proper date. So the divine masculine is happy because it suddenly turned into a date-like situation, but it's not a date. They're still somewhere, and she's still not like, yeah, I'm on a date with you and it's romantic and all that. So he is making it romantic, and he's making it very beautiful just by the way he is talking and the poetry and the suggestions he is making, like we can do this, we can do that. But she also remembers the time when he had said all those things and then he vanished and then he ran and he disappeared for a long time, and there was this soul shock and there was this phase of separation. So it's very hard for her to actually, like still very hard, though she is in a very solid place because she has the source. So once you have the source, you don't really need anything or anyone. So she has become very independent with her feelings, but when she listens to him, she doesn't go mad at him like, yeah, right, you, don't tell me this, you are that, you are this. No. She's not on that phase. She just thinks that, okay, from there to here, it used to be so bad. Okay, forgiveness seems to be like this. So there is a big change in her energies in accepting him around her, and he is obviously finding faith in small little things. Like he was really looking for this and it happened. So in his head also, it's like faith can move mountains. Faith can actually make things happen, like for real. And I can give you my examples, but I don't want this channeling session or any channeling sessions to be about me or my experiences. But I can definitely say that, yeah, from my experience, faith can do wonders. It can do real wonders. Things that you cannot even believe can actually happen. It can make those things happen. It can make those things possible. So on that note, I'm going to end this channeling, this lovely, beautiful channeling session. And all the very best to you. One love and peace out.